Hello everyone, my name is Willie. Welcome back to my channel. I am filming today making a video regarding a drink that I myself have done a little bit of research regarding this drink, and I have come to learn that it has a lot of healthy properties to it, a lot of healthy how would I say this? It is a healthy drink, and it promotes health in many ways through this drink. Okay, I'm going to show you the ingredients that I use, and I wanted to tell you, this is something that I've done research on. I've looked up these individual items and done research on how they are beneficial to the body, and so I started to combine them all, and I drink it every day. And it's been beneficial for me. My wife even, I gives her a sip or two of it, of my drink, and she says it helps her as well as regards her colon and as regards keeping her colon running smoothly, so that she's able to go to the bathroom without any problems. So it's beneficial. Okay, let's get into it. These are the items that I use. I have here this is for juicing these fruit, and I use one lemon, I use one grapefruit, I use a orange. I also use raw unfiltered honey. This is through Michigan. Raw unfiltered honey, that's where I live at. And I use this kind in particular because I like the fact that it's from Michigan. So an added benefit of using Michigan honey is because living in Michigan, during the fall time, even during the summertime, people have allergies, and you have a lot of pollen in the area. So I've heard this before, that bees, bees deal with a lot of pollen and so forth. Well, bees fertilize other plants, and if a person drinks honey, which comes from bees, that will help them to be able to deal better with allergies out here in the world. Now, I don't really know if that's true or not, but I've heard that. So I use Michigan honey for that purpose. And I don't have too many problems with allergies. I don't know if that's the reason or not, but nevertheless, this is what I use. I also use organic extra virgin olive oil. I get mine from this company. It's called Kirkland. It's really from Costco where I buy it. But this is it's not so much the brand as it is what is necessary. You need organic extra virgin olive oil, and it's also cold extracted. So that means when they press the olives, they be cold, they're not heated up or anything. And so you get the most, you get the most nutrients out of the olive without breaking it down. Give you an example. And I'm talking about honey. This I've come to find out. Honey is it's beneficial when you drink it. But if you put honey, let's say, into hot tea, okay, hot tea, because you have put it into something that's hot, it breaks down the honey so that it is not as effective as it would work if it was cold. So if you put it in the tea before it's hot and stir it up, and it's not really going to, it's hard to get it to mix with the water. But in reality, you're supposed to drink honey in its pure form rather than breaking it down through heat. I think it causes it to denature, if I remember the correct term. It's called denature, which basically means to break it down so that it is not as effective as it was when it was together. This is what you have to. This is how they extract the nutrients from olive oil and from honey itself, it has to be such that you use it in its pure form. That's the reason why I'm using these oranges and these grapefruit and so in pure form. I'm not buying orange juice, which is, processed. I'm using pure form of these products so that I may get the most out of them and they create the best benefit for me. Okay, so let's get into making it. I use these things and I use one more thing. This is it. It is raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. So all of these items I use, you can see them, all of these items, and I'm going to put them together, stir it all up, make a drink out of it, and it's beneficial for one's health, for my health. Okay, so I have you come along with the process for me. Here we go. First, I'm going to take my lemon. Okay, and start pressing it. And I mash down on it and do this by hand. I know that there are other type of machines that you can press down on and they will sort of get the juice out. But I don't have one of those. So I just use this. I get all the juice out of it. Try my best to make sure I get all of it out. Okay, so it looks. Do the next one. Next half. You can see the juice going into the bottom of the glass. My mother-in-law bought me this. I had a different one that I liked. It was glass. And I would put it in a bowl and I would press into it, but I end up breaking that one. So my mother-in-law bought me this one. Okay, that's how much juice I got from one lemon. Now I'm gonna do an orange. This orange is not as juicy. You see that? There's a lot of pulp in it. So sometimes you get good oranges, sometimes you get bad oranges, sometimes you get good lemons, bad lemons. You have to work with what you got. See, you guys tearing it all up. It's not very good. Not a very good juicy orange. So I try to squeeze as much as I can out of it and use it as best I can. And I have a hose here that I have to clear to get the juice to go down. So I help clear the hose in the plastic so that the juice can drain into the bottom. And then you get a lot of extra pulp and so forth. Like this. I just throw that into the sink. I have a garbage disposal sink, so it can grind all of that pulp up. Try to get the rest of the juice out of this next half of the orange as best I can. Not much in it. That's it. That's all of that pulp. Okay. So that's the orange. That's the lemon. And now I am doing the grapefruit. So far I've been getting good juice from the grapefruits. I like to use grapefruit. You can see it already going into it. You get a lot of juice from the grapefruit. And see, these are citrus. This is citrus that I'm drinking. Citrus is very beneficial and good in fighting off illness and germs and disease. So I practice doing this because this citrus is very beneficial in making my body resistant against germs. It helps my body to be in the right, I would say, metabolic condition, metabolic state when I drink the citrus. A benefit of apple cider vinegar, I'll use that. A benefit of the apple cider vinegar is that it fights against heartburn and acid reflux, they call it. Same thing. Acid reflux and heartburn. Or another name for it is called GERD, G-E-R-D. Gastric esophageal reflux disease. That's what that stands for. Gastric esophageal reflux disease, GERD. Also named acid reflux, also named heartburn. This stops that, utterly stops it in its tracks. What you have to do is you have to drink this with like a 1 or 2 teaspoons of this. You can drink it by itself or you can drink it with water. I have to let you know it's kind of bitter tasting or it's sour tasting. This is sour tasting, but it works. If you have acid reflux or heartburn, give that a try one day when you're going through it to see if it doesn't work for you. I definitely recommend it. So that's the benefit of that. The olive oil is beneficial for keeping your intestines lubricated. It helps to keep the bowels and the colon running smoothly. You know, and like I said, the honey is good for dealing with allergies. So all of these things are beneficial, and the citrus has the benefit of helping your body be resistant against germs and and illness. So it's very, very good at making your body resistant. And lemons are exceptionally good at that. Exceptionally good. Grapefruit as well. So believe me when I say this concoction is a very strong concoction, or a very strong drink, and very effective at what it does. It is worth the money putting into it. It is worth doing it every day. Very beneficial. I highly recommend it. I sort of did research and found out that apple cider vinegar was very beneficial. And when I found out about the apple cider vinegar, I started doing a little bit more research, and I found out about these other things. And so I put them all together, and I have this drink. And I don't know, it's not any other person that I know that does this drink. Nobody else. It makes this drink. So I make it alone. But nevertheless, it benefits me and helps me as regards to my health. And so I wanted to share it with you. And I definitely recommend it, and it's a beneficial drink to drink every single day. I only do it once a day, but it is worth it. It is worth it to do every day, at least once. Okay, so I get all the juice out, and I tend to also get a teaspoon. This is a teaspoon. I mean a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon. There's a difference. You can see this is a teaspoon. This is a tablespoon. It's bigger. I'm using the tablespoon. I'm using this one, not this one. Okay. I take some of these extra seeds out. You can take the seeds if you wish. But I take them out myself, me personally. So I'm gonna take out the seeds. Swallowing them as we drink this. Okay, that's all the seeds. All right, now continue with the rest of my drink. Here we go. So I take 2 tablespoons of the raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar. 2. First I shake it up. This is apple cider vinegar, raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother, they call that. What that means is that there is something in here that they use in the fermentation process of it. And so they call it the mother. So I get apple cider vinegar with the mother. And I'm using 2 tablespoons. This is 1. 2. And I use the olive oil. I use 1 tablespoon of that. No more than 1. Oops. This one's a new one, unopened. I got a second one. Same thing. You can see. Same thing. This one is still open. So I use this one. So I use 1 tablespoon. And pour that in there. And lastly, I will use 1 tablespoon, just 1, of the raw unfiltered honey. Just 1 of that. So the honey and the orange juice help to sweeten up this drink. Because believe me, it is a little bit sour. It's a little bit of a sour drink. So it takes some, how do I say this? You gotta be able to take something that's a little bit bitter if you go use this drink. And I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. Okay, this is the drink. Hold on, I got a little seed in it. Get that seed out. Okay. So I stir it up. I stir it up good. Stir it up good. Because the honey tends to, because remember this is cold. This is not warm drink. So the honey can have a hard time dissolving in it. But I don't want to heat it up because that denatures it, that causes it to lose its properties of being healthy. So I keep it cold and just stir it, keep stirring it until it does mix as best I can. I have to stir it even a little bit aggressively, I do so. But I do not heat it up and I let it stay cold. So here's the drink. Okay, that's what it looks like. So it's honey, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, a lemon, a grapefruit, and orange. So this is my drink. I'm going to drink it with my wife, and I just want to share with you what the process is and what it is that I do. And I wanted to ask you now, this is a question of the day. What do you do that is a healthy habit that benefits your body or benefits your health? Tell me about a healthy habit that you might do personally that maybe other people don't do, that is beneficial, that you find beneficial. Share that with me, and maybe I might learn something from your comments. So tell me what you think, or some comments of how you do something. I would like to hear back from you. Please leave that in the comments below. And so thank you for joining me. I'm grateful to have you with me. And so I'm going to sign off here until my next video. Thank you again. Bye now.